Hey guys, Lincoln Parks here, and today's podcast was brought to you by We Are Henry. We Are Henry is one of our sponsors. If you have not been or seen We Are Henry magazine, beautiful magazine. You can look at it, flip through the pages, look local stories that are happening right here in Henry County. All you have to do, visit wearehenry.com, our local magazine. We've partnered with We Are Henry. So if you go to wearehenry.com and then click on the advertising button at the top, which is wearehenry.com, We Are Henry, my local. If you go click on that link, you'll see all the advertising plans that we have partnered together. You get a banner, you get in the digital newsletter. You are on both the websites for My Local Henry and We Are Henry. I'm telling you, it's a great partnership, great community partner. We Are Henry, and I know you see these magazines all around. Check out our partner, wearehenry.com. Now, let's get back to the program. Hey guys, I want to welcome you to the I'm Local podcast. Today, I'm excited to speak with Niamh James of the Sassy Collection Creative Center. Niamh, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Hi, Lincoln. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Fantastic. So,
Awesome.
okay. All right. So right off the bat, okay, we want to know, a little bit about you, your background, and then just tell us about the Sassy Collection Creative Center. What are you guys doing there?
Okay, so the Sassy Collection Creative Center, we have a host of things. We teach Latin and Caribbean dance classes. We teach jewelry making. We have tumbling classes, which is new to the center. We have crochet jewelry classes, and we host a lot of empowerment seminars just to keep the community abreast on different topics and challenges that life may throw at us. We can bring some professionals in that can just break it down for us and help us out.
Gotcha. So tell us a little bit on how you got started with this. What sparked the interest to get you started?
So the Sassy Collection Creative Center, the Sassy Collection is the original. I taught myself how to make jewelry. And I didn't actually know the Sassy Collection Creative Center was going to come about, but I taught myself how to make jewelry in 2001. And I saw a lady on a train one day, and she had some necklace on. I followed her design and decided to go home after work, and I spent $50 on beads, and I got hooked since. It helps.
Wow.
It helps to relax the brain, and it helps you spend money. So
Absolutely.
hopefully
making money also.
Yeah, well, I kind of ventured off into something different. So it was a hobby, but I picked it back up and tried to make something out of it. But the Sassy Collection Creative Center came about more so because my brother has a drug problem and he relapsed. And I saw a need to say I wanted to do something for families. I didn't like what I saw when I went back to New York and found out my brother was going through different challenges. So I kind of broke down for a second and came back to Jordan and told my husband, we have a building where we have a mechanic shop, and in the building next door, he was just storing cars there. So I told him I wanted to utilize the facility and change it into I was going to teach jewelry, and I changed it into a whole creative center. It was God just said do something different, because I wasn't supposed to do a whole creative center.
Right. And I remember, when, I met you the first time, and you were going in that direction from what I remember with, with the jewelry. So, that's amazing. I mean, I know, God puts things in your path and kind of, it changes and you just got to go with the flow, however that flow is presented. So, with the Creative Center, are people coming to you and, are they learning the dance or break that down a little bit? Break down the classes or what it is that you're teaching?
Okay. So, jewelry, first, the classes that I put together mainly are, it helps mentally. It helps for anybody that wants to be crafty. It helps soothe the soul. That's the one thing. From seniors from kids to seniors, and even people that have Alzheimer's, dementia, or special needs, it's good.
Yes.
It's good for that. So
Mm.
that's also included as to another reason as to keeping this thing going.
Right.
But the dance classes, you get some exercise, you get some fun, you
Oh
get to
yeah.
relax, you take all your worries away, and you just have fun. And my dance class, my dance instructor, he's so energetic. You're just bound to have a great time.
That's right.
Saturday, we just had our first dance session at the Caribbean Festival this past Saturday, and they did an awesome
Oh,
job. So I was so excited. And at that festival, so funny. I met a young lady. She is a special needs, and she's an adult. She doesn't speak,
yes.
but her mom works
Mm.
with her, and she sews. Her daughter makes candles. She makes candles, she prints, and she does different designs, and her stuff is amazing. And she was
Wow.
definitely promoting her card to me. So
Yeah.
it teaches you being able to have a craft and
Right.
digging into who you are as a creative.
Right.
Nothing is impossible because
That's
she
right.
can't speak, but guess what? She can make some money and help herself.
That's right. That's right.
So it's a good door.
Yeah, no, I mean that's so interesting, and as you were saying that, and working with people in the special needs community, I had someone on. Her name was Lori Harris, and I don't know if you know Lori, but she's also worked in special needs community. I need to connect you guys, and that's kind of the connection. That's kind of what this is all about, just connecting people
Right.
and just putting that stuff out there. I need to connect you guys because I think with what you're doing and what she's doing can sort of be a collaboration working together,
Okay.
especially in the special needs community. Because she has a school,
Okay.
and I don't want to get it wrong. The name of the school, I think it's, oh man, anyway,
We'll find out. Okay.
I'll have to get that back. But it's just so amazing how, like you said, just putting things together, or the dance, or using your
Yes.
hands and having a craft, it just really does relax you, take your mind away from what's going on, and you get to really partake in the craft that you're doing. So
Yes.
that's truly important.
I think life has thrown us so many different curveballs.
Yeah.
And sometimes, and it's not only with special needs, life in general.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
And sometimes we just need to, like I said, going into ourselves and seeing what we can create.
Right.
It will give us some more assurity of who we are, and you're happy about what you can do.
That's
Um,
right.
like I said, even with the young lady, the special needs, she put a burst of happiness inside of me when I saw her. Like, she was like, her mom was like, she doesn't speak. I said, she doesn't need to speak. Her
That's right.
creativity is
That's right.
speaking for her. So
Right,
I was
right, yes.
excited to see that. When you have when you teach people how to be independent and can think for themselves, they're not crippling.
Right, right,
So parents that's out there that may have a child that that does not know how to do certain things, don't shelter them and don't expect
right,
that they can't learn. They can.
right.
And then
Yes,
not
yes,
only that, like I said, I opened this because of my brother,
yes.
his problems, but you start from the kids, you give them different options and different things to tap into. Let them see who they are as a person, as opposed
Right,
to getting caught up with the friends on the streets. And you
right.
don't have something to focus on that's going to make you happy. So now I'm not a parent, but I'm the aunt. I'm
You're
the
the
aunt
auntie.
that takes the
Right,
kids and send them back home. And
right, right,
when I had my nieces and nephews, more so my nephews than my nieces, um, I always had them. They love basketball, and that's their craft. I'm taking
right,
you to the park. We're gonna get the body strengthened up. We're gonna tap into what you got going on and make you do what you need to do to be successful at what you're gonna do. So
right.
um, I'm just I don't know. My heart just cares for a lot of things, and
Yes,
that's why
I
I'm
can
doing
tell.
this.
Yeah, I know. I can tell, and I wanted to touch on two things and go a little deeper on that. I know you mentioned your brother, right? And then and you coming from New York. So I want to start with your brother, because I know this is the heart and soul of, where this all came from. So talk a little bit, if you want to, and share, just talk a little bit, because I think this is important for people that are going to listen and watch this,
Okay.
that you share just a little bit about your brother and what, I mean, I know you talked about he was the reason why you started this. Let's dig a little deeper and tell us that story.
I think when you have a drug problem, sometimes you see the problem and
Yeah.
you don't really see that the person is going through the challenges.
Right.
Um, I watched my brother fall and I watched him get back up.
Mm.
So in his mindset, he's a failure. In my mindset, I see somebody that didn't give up.
Right.
And he's taught me to never look down on anybody.
Yeah.
He will take his shirt off his back and help the people that's on the streets, knowing that he has his own problems.
Right.
Um, and just by seeing his resilience of saying, I'm going to start all over. But when life knocks him down, it really knocks him down.
Right. Right.
And then sometimes when you don't have the family support, not that you don't have the family support, sometimes when you're going through challenges like that, the family loves you and supports you, but they don't know how to support that problem.
Don't know how to. Right.
Um, Me as a sister, I always had to remind him, you are somebody. Pick
Mm.
yourself up. We come from somewhere.
Yeah.
This drug thing is not a class thing because any family
Right.
can go through it. The president's son
Absolutely.
passed away, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
And the other son is was just he
Yes.
caught a case, right?
Yes. Yes.
So everybody goes through it, but my mom does not know how to handle my brother's drug problem. She doesn't know. She's never known. I don't think she's ever known how to deal with him since he was a kid, as far as problems are concerned. And
Yeah.
sometimes we have moms that are single moms with boys. Um,
It's tough.
it's tough, yeah. But
Yeah.
at the same time, boys are scared too.
Yeah.
When they're going through their challenges out there in life, they're scared too, and they don't know how to deal with it. But and then sometimes they got to turn around and man up real quick, because guess what?
That's true.
If they don't man up and somebody look at them like a little punk, I'm sorry to
Right.
say that, but
No, that's true.
that's when things go bad for them. So
Right.
sometimes these boys, they don't really want to be bad, but they got to man up quick before somebody try to punk them. And I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
a lot of times with my brother, he was he wasn't a follower, he was a leader. But at the same time, I think there were times when he was afraid.
Yeah.
And because his body is so thick and big, you just see the big guy, you don't see the scared little boy inside.
That's
So
right.
I think with me, on this last journey, was I need to make sure somebody hears his voice.
Mm.
Um, I want to do something where families can make memories and be happy.
Yeah. Yes.
So, like I said, we also do family fun nights. I haven't done anything this summer just yet, but last year we did. But do family fun things just to create memories, because we're in our phones, we're
Oh
always
man.
working, we're
Yep.
always on the go,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't sit at the tables anymore. So, I mean, I can't speak for everybody's house. I don't know what
Right.
everybody's house is doing. I know I've been in a box over these last 18 years in a
Yeah.
mechanic world, so I haven't seen the outside society around me to know who the new kids are. So I'm going to be
Right.
learning who the new kids are and what their actual needs are going through. But um, going to the schools, a lot of kids, they're into the computers, they're into digital, social media,
Mm-hmm.
and all of that stuff. Some people are still, some of the kids are still in the creative side of
Creative. Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
But I'm still learning the new generation also.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like I said, with the center and my brother, when you're going through problems and you need help, it's hard to find it. And
Right.
then me, I'm not embarrassed over anything. If I need
Right.
help with
Yeah.
something, I'm going to say, I need help with this. And don't look down
Absolutely.
on me because I'm asking for help.
Absolutely. That's right. That's right.
So
Yep.
if my brother walks in, if I'm walking with my brother and I just took him off the streets and he looks not to their part, you're not going to treat my brother any kind of way because he looks like that. There is a soul inside and I need you to handle him with
Absolutely.
respect
Absolutely. Man,
and take care of him.
yeah, I'm so glad you shared that because you are so right on many levels when you talk about how people are judged and perceived, from just outward appearance, and then also the struggle that a lot of people have. Look, people are walking around every day, and they have the weight and burden and all kinds of stuff that are on them, and just to get a little bit of time to be able to do something that can just lift your spirits, because and honestly and truly, a lot of people are just faking. That's really what it is. And to have something where you can just come and be just get away from the what's weighing you down, and the stressors that you have is like so valuable.
But you know
So
why we fake? Sometimes it goes back to our family too. You're not
that
supposed to
is
do
true.
this. You're supposed to be this. You're supposed to be this. So
Yeah.
you're always trying to impress the people that think that you should be. Um,
Right. Right.
a lot of people are in jail or going through mental health because of their family members. We
Mm,
have our parents
talking.
on a pedestal and we don't want to offend them. We don't want to let them down, or our kids or our wife. We don't so if we do something wrong, I feel like a failure. I didn't amount to anything.
Right.
But when you
Yeah.
start trusting who you are, and that's why I said this creativity is so important too, because when you see your creative side, when you look into yourself and then you realize, hey, I have the courage to build this, to do this, then you'll be happy for what you can create.
for
But
for you.
sometimes I had to take my parents off a pedestal at 35 years old because I realized, I guess with my brother's situation, they see things a certain way. And I'm just going to be
Mhm.
angry at you because you're
Right.
not seeing it the
Right.
way I want you to see to
Yeah.
protect him.
Right. Right.
But they just don't know
Absolutely.
how,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and sometimes
Yeah.
we have to not be mad at the person that just doesn't know how to deal with it. But until you can see that whole vision to say, oh, wow, well, they just really don't see how to do it. And I'm here getting
Mm,
upset for no reason.
that's
Because
right.
if they understood how to do it, then they will
Then,
approach it
yeah,
differently.
right. Right. And
So
powerful. Powerful. So tell me, you were born and raised in New York City.
I was born in San
Well,
Francisco. My mom moved
okay.
when I was 5 months, raised in New York, spent my summers in Jamaica.
Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. So and okay,
And my
now
father's
it's
Trini.
okay. So it's coming back to me now, because I remember, you were saying you were from the Caribbean. So, all right. So, how did you get to Georgia? How did you get to this area?
Okay, so I went on a college tour when I was in high school,
Yeah.
and the first location was Clark Atlanta University, and I fell in love with Clark Atlanta University. That was the
Yeah.
first school we got to, and we went on all the other schools. That wasn't I wanted to go back to Clark. So when I got back home, out of all the schools that um out of all the schools that I went to, Clark Atlanta came to my high school in New York and did a performance.
Wow.
I think it was a singing course. And I used to be in the marching band, and the director gave me a $2,000 grant to come out and play in the band at Clark Atlanta University. So I went from a beginner trumpet player to I had
Right.
to hurry up and learn these notes quickly. But when I came down for Clark, when I came to Clark Atlanta, I said, I am never moving back to New York. So,
Wow.
yeah, I
Okay.
told my mom, I said, I'm never moving back to New York. But after I graduated, because of my brother, I
Yeah.
went back home and I
Yeah.
stayed there for about 7 years. So when I was 27, I bought my house, moved back down to Atlanta. And then That was in November of 2007. And then my husband and I, we started a business in 2008 for August. And that's what we've been doing since. And I will
Awesome.
never move back to New York unless something happens to my mom and I have to go take care of her. But
Yeah.
I never want to move back to New York.
Wow. Yeah, that's
This is
awesome.
my
I mean,
piece.
yes, yes, yes. No, you know what? I was telling my wife, and she knows I love to go to New York, and for visiting and
Uh-huh.
that kind of thing. But yeah, I got to get back because I love the city. I love the hustle and bustle and all that. And but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, no, this isn't for me. I got to get back to
Yeah.
the
I,
slow. Get back to the slow.
I got to go up there in August. I'm ready to come back already. It's my brother's birthday, so I'm gonna go up there to go visit
Awesome.
him.
That's awesome. Awesome. So, okay. So how can people get in contact with you? And they want to come and participate and get some creativity going. How can they get in contact with
Sure. Okay. So on our website, you can always register for the classes. We have them broken down into age groups.
you? Okay.
5 and under with their parents, 6 to 12, 13 to 17, adults and seniors. So they can go on the website www.tsccc.net.
Okay.
And like I said, we have an array of different classes and looking for more instructors to come, but they can register on the website for classes that we have. What else? Sometimes we have private events. I have a
Okay.
young lady that's going to be doing a private party on a Sunday. So if they want to book private events too, they can just
Okay.
contact me. I also rent the space out for if somebody wants to host birthday parties,
Okay.
um,
Perfect.
family fun parties, not
Yes.
dance hall or anything kind of crazy.
Right. Right. Right.
So, yeah,
Right. Right.
in the family fun event arena.
Right. 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 Let's make that a
Let's
priority.
make
Yes.
that clear. So some people want to rent it out like a club because it has a nice space, but no
Yeah.
club scene.
Gotcha. Good. Good. I'm glad you said.
But yeah, they can rent it. They can do that. I also host empowerment seminars. We actually have a couple of empowerment seminars that's coming up. One, a friend of mine, Maxima Security, they're going to be doing a seminar. I'm just looking up the flyer right now.
Okay.
And it's an amazing seminar for teens. We're going to be talking about be your best self, and it's an empowerment and anti-bullying seminar.
Hmm.
They're going to have a
Okay.
dance group that's going to come out, Flame Aurora. They're
Okay.
going to come out and perform, and her husband, he is going to be talking to the girls, and we're going to have some other people that's going to be talking just as well. Just how
Okay.
to how to empower yourself, especially through bullying.
Right.
Um,
That's
yeah, because we
huge.
don't want the kids fighting.
Right.
Learning how to get yourself out of certain situations instead of
So
it doesn't
important.
always have to be fighting.
Right. No, but that's important because it happens verbally, it happens physically,
Yeah.
and manipulation and all that. And you're right. Kids, adults, everybody need to
Yeah.
know how to handle that and because people are getting bullied on the job. I mean, it's all over. So
Yes.
yes,
And
very important.
look, at adult stage, we still don't know how to deal with it, right? So
Absolutely. That's right. Yes.
I also have another one coming up in August, navigating life after divorce as a family. So here's another thing. We don't realize what we're doing to our children when we're separating the family. The kids are affected
Yeah.
too, just as much
Yeah.
as the couple. So we're gonna have
That's right.
a lawyer, a divorce planner, a coach, and a counselor that's gonna be there to talk to the families. So
Okay.
they can keep. We have more stuff coming up, but they can look at the website and see all the
Abs-
amazing things that's
Absolutely,
happening.
absolutely. So what I'm going to do is I am going to list your business on my local Henry, so
Okay.
so people can come and see her. If they're searching, they find it, then they can go off to your website. And then what I want you to do is send me all of the events that you're having as well. We
Okay.
could put those on our website with your listing as well. And then if people are searching, if they find your website or they stumble on our website, then at least they know the events and stuff that you're doing and what's going on.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I
So
met you through I met you at the chamber But I don't
Yes.
know, for some reason, I don't know why I couldn't, I don't know why we didn't connect, but Miss Patricia Baisden, she's doing
Yes.
something so amazing too. She's a
Yes. Yes.
nonprofit organization that is helping the veterans and children.
Yes.
So shout out to people like that, and that's trying to make things happen in our community. And those are the
She
people
is
that
so.
I want to connect with. The
Yeah,
people
and
that's,
she's no, I was saying she's so awesome. She emailed me a couple times,
yeah.
and she just gave me a long list of people. You need to talk to this person. I say,
Yeah.
no, I need to talk to you.
She told
I
me I
need
need
to
to
talk
talk
to
to
you.
you.
Yes.
Wait, I need to talk to you. And I'm like, wait a second, his face looks familiar. So I'm grateful that she connected me back to you. We can have this conversation because
Yes.
not only when women come together, when the community comes together, then we could do amazing things. But I'm going to
Absolutely.
say this. I know you're a man, but when you see when women come together, because we
Yeah.
have that whole emotional connection going on, when we come
Yeah. Yeah.
together, we can move mountains.
I know
So,
it.
and thank you
I
for the
know it.
men that stand behind us and say, I got your back so we can help
That's
you
right.
push forward and move these mountains and try to get these obstacles out of your way.
That's
So,
right. Yeah. I'm inspired. Just happy that we were able to connect back again. And this is cool because I want to. I'm gonna share this to like my email list. Share this on social media. Share this
thank
everywhere
you.
because there's some nuggets in here that man. People need to hear. People need to hear it. I mean,
Thank you.
this is phenomenal. Yeah, I'm so glad we connected. Sorry about the email
Oh,
and
you're fine.
all that stuff like that. But
We
I
made it work.
appreciate you being on. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, make it work.
you made it work.
So,
Thank you,
all right,
Lincoln.
yeah, no problem. And wrapping up, anything if you could share like one local place that you and your husband like to frequent, or you guys go to, or is something anything.
I'm telling you this, trying to get out of my box now. So I'm trying to venture out.
Yeah.
So my thing so far right now is getting out in nature.
Hmm,
That's
I
it's
like
not
it.
so much. I want to get out in nature. So wherever
Yeah.
I can find the nice parks where it has a nice waterfall or just something to where to relax and think and clear my head. That's
Yes.
all. That's what I'm looking for right now.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. All right. So, people that's watching and listening, y'all go ahead and send some suggestions, send some stuff so I could get that over to Niamh and really, I need to go there myself because all of us need to relax and just,
Yes,
take some time for ourselves and have that self-care.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So I appreciate you being on today, and we'll connect again. I'm sure we're in
Definitely.
this community, but I'll get back to you with all that stuff, and definitely send me the links to your events that are going on, and I'll put those out there for you.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate
All
it,
right.
Lincoln. All
Okay.
right.
Take care. All
Okay,
right.
bye bye.
Bye bye.